Okay, so here we are again in Sonar X2 Producer. What I have is another project that I've been working on, and I have a problem sonically between a couple of guitars and a synthesizer chord progression that I have. They're kind of competing for the same sonic space. So you can see over here on the channel strips I have two guitars. They're both basically the same sound. And then next to that I have a roll and groove synth MIDI track. Up at the top here you can see that on each of these on the channel strip I'm using EQ already. I have this set up really to do two things. One is to try to get the best natural sound out of each of the instruments, but also to try to deconflict them with the vocal track, which is another story I won't go into. But what we're going to do is try to use EQ to deconflict the guitars and the keyboard synth. So to do that, the first thing that I have are two instances of the Cakewalk Analyst display. You can see the frequency range along the bottom, and then along the side you can see the decibel level full scale, which gives us an idea of the energy within the particular frequencies. So to figure out where I need to go to work in the EQ, I'm going to use the Analyst, and to do that I'm going to play the three tracks through one time. I just have a portion of it selected as a loop, just the first 8 bars, and that'll give us a good idea of what's actually going on inside the project. Okay, so now you can see that on each of the Analyst graphic displays there's a red line left, and that's showing us where the frequencies were with regard to the decibel level. And for the guitars you can see that the highest levels of energy are somewhere between maybe 2.5 to 3 kilohertz, maybe down to somewhere around 100 hertz. So it's a pretty broad range. And over here on the keyboards, we have lower frequencies, maybe going up to around 600 or so. So this is ideal for doing a mirror EQ. I'll start with the guitar tracks, and on the first guitar I'm going to set up a high pass filter, and I'm going to try to get the frequency for that at about 600 hertz, I think. And that'll be our cutoff there. Now I'll go to the next guitar track and do the same thing. We'll get that over to about 650. Now on the keyboard track, I'll set up a low pass filter, and my range will be about the same there, at about 650 or so, somewhere around in there. Okay, so you can see now on the 3 channel strips there's a nice mirror EQ between the 2 guitar tracks and the roll and synth groove track. I'm going to play this again, and if you look at the graphic displays on the Cakewalk Analyst, you should see now that the guitar is occupying more of the higher end of the frequency spectrum, while the keyboards are more down here in the bottom end, and hopefully that will give us a better sound too. Okay, so I think that's a pretty dramatic example of how you can get this to work, and to me the sound is a lot clearer. I hear even some of the other instruments coming through now that these two are not eating up so much of the space.